Recorded. Good afternoon, one and all present here. This is Mona Lisa, an assigned moderator from CLIRNET. I wholeheartedly welcome all the delegates across the country. We are fortunate enough to get supported by the doctors. Please accept our deepest gratitude, all the doctors, for taking the time to join us today. I would also like to take a minute to introduce our platform, CLIRNET. CLIRNET is one of the largest live digital CME platforms in India where doctors can generate their medical content. Now I am taking this opportunity to welcome today's Master Doctor and eminent speaker, Dr. Neeraj Pandit, MBBS, MD, AIFH. So he's a professor and head department of community medicine, SBKS Medical Institute and Research Center, Shumandeep Vidyapeeth Piparia, Varodra. So once again, I welcome all of you at today's lecture for the topic Understanding Health Sector as Business. Before going into the session, let me take you through the brief description of today's topic. The increasing focus on the cost of care is forcing the healthcare organizations to look critically at their basic set of processes, activities to determine what type of value they can deliver. A business model can describe the processes, resources, and cost assumptions that an organization makes to lead to the delivery of a unique value proposition to the customers. As healthcare organizations are beginning to transform their structure in preparation for a value-based delivery system, understanding business model theory can help in the redesign process. So without any further delay, sir, I would like to hand over the session to you. Kindly proceed with your talk. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mona Lisa. Thank you giving the opportunity to speak on the topic, which is very interesting for me. Since long I am working on this area. Basically, this is actually a scope and opportunity for the health sector in 5 trillion US dollar economy of India, Bharat, you can say. And in this series, this is the first section. I'm going to talk for the next 30 minutes. And this 30 minutes is focusing on understanding health sector as a business. So how we are going to discuss this topic? This is the actually objective of the sessions. We will try to understand the current Indian economy status. Government of India target for the $5 trillion US dollar economy, which was few years back. We will discuss on that part. Then scope and opportunity for the sector wise, which is currently sector is growing how and how it's playing important role to reach a $5 trillion economy. Health sector as a business is a main core for the today's topic, and we will discuss. We will see various opportunities in the health sector and what is this health sector. So we'll see one by one this area. See, India, once we are trying to understand the in Bharat, you can see World Bank recent in 2019-20, they have commented India has made a remarkable progress in reducing the extreme poverty between 2011 and 2019. The country is estimated to have a half the share of population living in extreme poverty below 2.15 US dollar per person per day. See, this is very important. So we have pulled out almost half of the extremely poor people to the poor level or up, you can say a middle class level. See, on the other side, the Indians' economic growth story. It's a 2018 to 2023. See, in between there is a one dip because of the, you all know, the national lockdown due to the COVID, and sudden the growth dropped down. But see, post COVID, how fast we recovered, and there are two forecasts you can see here. This is the actually, if COVID was not there, we can grow like this, and because of the COVID, we dip, and again we pick up the normalcy, and we are trying to reach at the level which actually we are expecting. So this is the current situation, and you know India is changing many way, and these are the few other important aspects in the 5 trillion US dollar economy. What is the meaning of the 5 trillion? If you convert that 5 trillion into the Indian rupee, it's a 352.5 trillion Indian rupee. 1 trillion means 1 lakh crores. See, you can share 1 crore people and give the 1 lakh rupees, that is a 1 lakh crore rupees. It's a 1 trillion. That's a 5 trillion economy we are expecting. This vision document first released by the government of India on 11th October 2018. You can see this is the 11th October 2018. We have a vision document, and this released by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry to reach the 5 trillion economy. Goal, a roadmap towards the achieving a $5 trillion economy by 2025. In 2018, we kept a goal to achieve 5 trillion economy by 2025. And see, in between COVID lost everything, and again we are trying to normalcy. And see, this is very important action to target achieving $1 trillion from agriculture and allied activity, 1 trillion from the manufacturing, and this 3 trillion from the service industry. Since the service industries are very important, this is a they kept 3 trillion for the service industry. And see here in the graph, sector-wise contribution. See, in 1950, the 50%, more than 50% was the agriculture sector. And now in 2010, beyond, they expect agriculture to be around just 14%. Industry growth, that is from the 12%, we expect 27. But what is the most important is the service sector. 30% to 59%, almost
Hello.
60%
So
of
sorry
the,
to interrupt, sir. Please
yeah.
make yourself visible properly, sir.
Pardon, your loud is, pardon?
Sir, please make yourself visible properly, sir.
Okay. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Fine.
Okay.
You can go on.
So basically the service industry is almost 60%. This is very important, and where the health sector is also coming one of the important component of our 5 trillion US economy. In 2018, based on that forecast, see, this is the forecast given in 2018, and that is a 2.8 trillion in 2019, 3.1 in 2020, 3.4 by 2021, and by 2014, 24 years 5 trillion, and average expected growth is 11.5%. We lost this completely because of the COVID in 2020. So this all calculation almost gone. So now see the current forecast in 2022, 3.8 trillion, but India's gross domestic product touches the 3.75 trillion mark in 2023. So almost 1 year late we are going on. Recently post-COVID, there are many issues going on. Because of the COVID, we lost many things and our story has changed. But still India's growth story is continuously going on. Now see, this is also very important milestone. What are the important milestones? With the strong economic growth in the first quarter FY 22-23 helped India to overcome the UK to become the 5th largest economy. We reached the 5th largest economy, and again one more target we recently achieved, that Bharatiya BSC, NSE, Nifty Bank Index are lifetime high. You must have experience in the last week and current week. We are achieving the lifetime high Sensex, NSE, and Nifty Bank Index. That is also very important. Value of market cap. See, the Indian market cap is almost equivalent to Indian GDP. That is $3.75 trillion. Foreign direct investment is highest in the last financial year. That is also one of the important milestone for us. And last important, but you all are now our data. 1 GB data costs just 15 rupees. You can use internet anywhere in the India and see how the economy has changed. Digitalization has changed the Indian economy. So these are the milestones for the Indian economy, and we try to understand how this can be helped. Now we will have to understand the service sector. See, target of the service sector is 3 trillion of 5 trillion economy. So this service sector is estimated to grow 9.1% in FY23. So this is very important. India's biggest dividend is a population. So we can provide service anywhere in the world. So that's why the service sector focus is a core focus for the Indian government also. The growth of India's service sector has been drawn global attention. This is very important. See, usually whenever the country goes towards the developed country, usually from agriculture to move towards the industry. All the Western world, they develop their economy from agriculture to the industry. But see, Bharat economic growth shifted from the agriculture to the service sector. We are focusing more on the service sector, not in the much on the industry. No doubt, we have a target on the industry and manufacturing also. So this is also very important to go towards the developed India by 2047. Service sector industries, which are the industries? IT, healthcare, tourism, transport, and finance. This all are, you can say, all level we are trying to support at the international level as well as the even our country population. This service sector is very important and huge sector, and we need a huge people in this service sector. Now, scope, this is very important. Demographic dividend. We all are interested whenever you are investing in the share market or anywhere in the market, you always like to be a very important, that is what that is? That is the return on our investment. How much dividend we are going to get, how much growth we are going to get. So population number as a dividend rather burden. This is the most important challenge we took as an Indian, as a Bharatiya. The increasing number of educated and skilled workers. See, this is very important. Education, we increased our education level in last 2 or 3 decades. See, the everywhere large number of the schools, colleges are available. Not only this, there are many skill-based programs are also available. Not only from the government, but private sector is also involving and providing the service, providing the skill-based education. Everywhere skill-based education is provided, and we are focusing on these skills. Growth of middle class population, this is very important. Number of middle class population increasing. We are shifting large number of the poor people to the middle class. So this is middle class population is gradually increasing. The emergence of the digital economy, this is very important. You have seen the India is reached to the top most in digital economy. Everybody has a mobile in their hand and they can transfer money with the UPI to any purchase. There are young guys in the area who are actually even not keeping the wallet nowadays. Mobile now almost forgotten our habit of the wallet. Everything in mobile. See, previously mobile phone just eliminated the digital camera, your watch, now eliminated your wallet also. Everything is in the digital form in your mobile. Favorable business environment, very important. If you want to start any business, India has a very good business environment. In Bharat, you can try to see even small person can start their own business. So favorable business environment is also very important in case of the service sector also. And low cost operation, most important. See, this is very important. Low cost operation cost, everybody likes a profit. If profit is high, everybody like to come in the country. The China, how they grew, but because of their policies, now India is with a democratic way, we are gradually taking care, take over to the many country in the world. So these are the scopes. You have to keep in mind as a service sector, biggest issues in the service sector that you have a limited number of the profit. See, keep in mind 6 to 8%, not you can think over the 40-50% of profit in the service sector. But biggest advantage of the service sector is that you can generate the employment. Huge employment you can generate from the service sector. You can employ a large number of the people who can give the care. And this is very important opportunity of the service sector to give the generate the employment. So these are the scopes of service sector. Here I am focusing mainly the health sector. This talk, it's applicable to all services. You see the finance sector is also important. Tourism is also, IT service is also important. So there are a lot of outsourcing coming to the India. You know, India is one of the knowledge hub center. There are a lot of people working in this area and providing services not only to the country India but outside India also. So this is very important service sector scope we have to keep in mind. Health sector as a business. Now we will like to understand with this background, we will like to understand the health sector. See, health sector. Before going into the health sector, you need to understand what is health. You must have heard the definition of the health given by the WHO. Health is a state of physical, mental, social well-being, not merely absence of disease or infirmity. So this is very important. It's a balance between physical, mental, and social health. They expanded later on physical, mental, social, and spiritual health. So health, it is not the disease. Keep in mind, this is not the disease industry. This is a health industry. Almost 95% people always healthy. Only 5% they are having some issue and they need a services of the hospital, or you can say a nursing home or a doctor. So with this 5% only, you can see how the curative industry, hospital industry is developed. Now you can expand the services under the health. This include the four main pillars. That is preventive service, promotive service, curative service, and rehabilitative service. Mostly we understood till that health means hospital industry. We always like anything we are comparing that health we are considering as a hospital industry. It is not only the hospital industry, it is beyond. Or you can say a health means pharma industry. It is not just pharma industry, it is beyond. This is a series of session I am trying to coordinate with this CLIRNET that please open up your eyes. There are a lot of scope and opportunity. You have a chance to get a unicorn. I will also discuss one of the unicorn in one of the series, how health industry can be a unicorn in this area. So not just think over the hospital. Thanks to the COVID-19, COVID-19 has changed the face of the health industry. Very important because COVID, nobody, post COVID, I have seen nobody likes to go to the hospital. Previously, everybody go and just admit hospital, but looking to the COVID situation, now everybody want to be healthy. So the real healthy industry is developed post COVID, and people consciousness is very important. Traditional health sector is a hospital industry, I said. New faces of the business are preventive sector, promotive sector, rehabilitation sector, wellness industry, nutrition industry, and health technology. See, in this particularly, preventive, promotive, rehabilitative, wellness, majority are the service point of view. Nutrition and health technology, they are some attachment with the production or manufacturing. So this is also a new scope and opportunity. Not only just service attaching to the manufacturing, that part is a health technology and nutritional industry. There is huge scope and opportunity. We will discuss in series of this session on this. Today, I will discuss one sector, and just I will give the brief idea about how these sectors are important for the business point of view. See, now this as a sector whole, see, there are few facts I would like to present. India's largest sector, both India itself is the largest sector, both in terms of the revenue and employment. So this is very important. India's business market itself is a very big in terms of the revenue and employment. Categorized into two major components, public and private. You must know in the health sector, always one is a government, second is a private. Industry, hospital industry, see, the majority of the people like to go into private. Almost 70% still today visiting private in hospital or private healthcare nursing home to get the services about the curative services. But see the preventive services, you can, whatever preventive services people are using the public. Like, which are the preventive services people like to use? They are something vaccination, you can say, family planning instrument for the couple, antenatal care. There are various places where the government is playing a very important role to provide the services. The Indian healthcare sector is growing at CAGR compound annual growth rate is 22%. And see the between 2016 to 2022 to reach US dollar 372 billion dollar in 2022 from US $110 billion in 2016. How fast is growing? India's public expenditure on health sector stood 2.1% in GDP in 2023, FY 2023. So we are spending also increasing and expected 3 by 2025. The e-health, that's very much important. Electronic health market size is estimated to reach US 10.6 billion by 2025. This is also very important. Electronic health market, this is important for future health industry. Indian medical tourism market was valued US 2.89 billion in 2020 and expected to reach 13.42 billion by 2026. So these are the few figures says that how Indian market is growing. So health sector as a business. Now we see the one by one. See, hospital industry, we all know everything. There is a hospital. People are going and taking the services. This is not enough. There are areas. We are going to discuss these ideas in the next series. That's very important. How hospital business can be also innovated. It's an old bottle and you can say a new wine. So this is very important. Don't think it is sufficient. Current available services in the hospital industry is sufficient. There are new scope and opportunity you can keep in mind. Community health insurance. This is very important new concept upcoming. OPD service. Nobody is covering OPD services in the Mediclaim or any insurance services. Ayushman Bharat has started some OPD based services, but not all. So OPD services still not covered in many places, and OPD based drug prescription also is not covered. There are few industries, insurance companies, they are charging very high premium with the OPD services also, but it's a huge file, not possible to reach everybody. So how we can innovate in this community health insurance concept? Patient referral services. This is very important. Now with the Mediclaim and Ayushman Bharat, you can have some different business model to develop patient referral mechanism. Then home-based care for the minor elements. See, this is very important. Nobody likes every time to visit the hospital. Everybody is busy and their timing are very odd. So how home-based care can be incorporated with the hospital services at the closest to. Nobody like to be admitted hospital. Previously, people like to go and admit to hospital, but post-COVID scenario almost changed. This is also interesting concept. It's already developed by the few people. Diagnostic services at the various levels. See, this is very important. You can see there are various already ongoing diagnostic facility. You must have a experience of 1 mg, or you can say there are other laboratory, Dr. Lal's pathology laboratory, Sterling's laboratory. There are many laboratories coming to your home and that collecting and giving the various packages for your blood test. This is a blood test, and this diagnostic services and many become a unicorn in this area. So this is very important in the era of the information technology to upgrade your diagnostic services and convert into a business model. Telemedicine. There are many mobile-based and telemedicine-based softwares available where you can use to provide the services to the client OPD services at the home base. And this is upcoming area, telemedicine. Medical tourism. This is a very important area where the industry, hospital industry can reach and try to get a maximum benefit through the medical tourism. And Indian medical services is quite cheaper, not only in the Southeast Asia, but surrounding many countries in the world. Our medical services is quite cheaper rate. And government also promoting this. These are the few ideas we can discuss in the next series. And these are here I kept as a food for thought. You can also ask the question. If you have any question, query, you can put across. So in next series, next week, we can discuss more on this area. So this is about the hospital industry. So second is the preventive health sector, innovation. See, this is a
very important momentum post-COVID. Okay, nobody likes to be get the COVID. If you recall yourself during COVID, there are many drugs, Ayurvedic, homeopathic, or many tips and talks. You can say coming on the WhatsApp, आप ये कर लीजिए, आप वो कर लीजिए, you won't get a COVID, and people tried everything, and this is very important. And out of these, most successful is a vaccine. You can see the how fast vaccine developed post COVID, and this is very important. Big market upcoming is a vaccine for prevention of communicable disease for adult and geriatric. Till time, vaccine was considered as a in childhood and infant weapon to fight against the disease. Now people are, COVID has insisted, just give idea, not only just children, now you can think for the adult and geriatric also. So this is a new area upcoming, newer vaccine for the children and adult. Vaccine for the cancer is also important. New drugs for the prophylaxis, very important. Not only vaccine, drugs for the prophylaxis in various diseases. This is also a new upcoming area for the disease. Preventive insurance. Do you think somebody is, at present we are taking the insurance, mediclaim or life insurance? What is the benefit we are getting? We are getting, if you are disease, go and admit in the hospital and get the advantage. Do you think any insurance agency just giving the taking premium from you to keep you healthy? You want get admission in the hospital, no need of the OPD service. If you get the hospitalization, you will get the OPD services, you will be getting the money because they failed to keep you healthy. This is the upcoming biggest idea in future that keep you healthy, and that is a preventive insurance. We will discuss more in the next series. Then this is very important is a promotive health services and wellness product. Promotive is very important upcoming. See, India is the youngest country currently, but soon by 2030, when we reach a 5 trillion economy, around 27 or 30, whenever we become the oldest country in the world, keep in mind, like Japan. So our, as per 2011 census, 7% of the Indian population, they are actually a geriatric. After 2011, there was no census. So we expect by 2024, new census, and we expect that around 14 to 15% of the Indian population in the geriatric group. By 2031, we expect that 25% of the Indian population become a geriatric. This is a huge number. So numbers are going to increase, and as soon as we become a young, become a oldest country in the world. So geriatric care is innovative care. We have to promote and we have to see, keep in mind, there are various concepts, geriatric care by geriatric, then yoga care services. Now see the International Yoga Day by the government of India, and the whole scenario has changed. Lot of yoga teachers are available around you. Lot of yoga people helping community people to engage in the yoga. Consistency yoga is not just exercise, it's a part of the life. So that is also important. Gym services, I think you all opted the gym services. Everywhere gym are there. People like to be a healthy and masculine body. Along with gym, there is a weight management and diet management concept, protein powder. There are a lot of things are coming in the gym industry. And this is a small area. I'm just saying the small area. There are many other area you can have a promotion industry. Similar to the wellness product. I like to be say something about the wellness, yoga and exercise. Both are come under wellness. That is a systematic way people have started the business in the yoga and exercise. Diet management, you know, dietitian services available at the hospital and the community. That is very important. Ergonomics. This is an important concept you need to keep in mind. Ergonomics means a area where you can fit yourself for the job. This is the area where HR management play an important role. Whenever new person come and join the job, best suitable job they are deciding based on the ergonomics. So healthy person become a long, healthy and happy life. So ergonomics is also upcoming new consultancy firm. Image building services. Everywhere now we have leaders, small or big leaders. They want to create their image. You know, YouTubers are there. They also look for something different. Even small village has a YouTuber with a lakhs of subscriber and earning good money. They also want to be look good. So image building services is also one of the business coming in the wellness product. Sleep management. This is very interesting. I have heard there are people who started just providing the sleep management services for the community because snoring and other areas not able to sleep adequate, not sound sleep, they are getting the services from the sleep management. Body shaping management. This is also one of the area you can see in the wellness product. And see the wellness product, the biggest industry upcoming and already is there is a Patanjali. You can see how many wellness products they have. There are issues. I'm not saying that this is a something is, but product they have a range of product. How scientific it's a secondary part, but they already developed based on. They are claiming that everything developed based on this. So wellness product industry also we will discuss along with what are the scope and opportunity. Nutrition and nutrition products is very important. See, we all know diet, food, and nutrition, but difference is very important. So, choice and availability with the concept of the nutrition, nobody knows. See, even though today NHFS 5 and other data, NHFS 6 data, upcoming data says that India's nutrition is very poor. We have a anemia is highest, we have a stunting is the highest. What is the problem? That need to be tackled with the diet and nutrition product. Health consciousness. See, this is very important. Everybody like to be a health conscious, those who are educated. But on one side, we have a malnutrition is a problem. On the other side, we have a overnutrition is a problem. So this needs to be balanced between these two. And this balancing is very important. We need to bring malnutrition to the normal and overnutrition to the normal also. So in this area, you can keep a various ideas like protein-rich powder. There are international product available. Lot of people using very highly costly. How can you can make this multivitamins and related product, traditional diet services, how to reach at the home level, disease specific diet and recipe, old traditional remedy to ready to eat food. This all are the upcoming business model. Even I can say a bedridden old person or bedridden cancer or bedridden person with a disability. How to manage the diet, how to manage the diet with the liquid. That is also challenge. They are not available. Still, few people need, but it's very interesting area and you can innovate in this area. Industry level and self-help group. It's not help group. Self-help group level, you can develop this nutritional product concept at the larger level. Okay, so this is something about the nutrition aspect. We will see one of the series more detail about the nutrition. See, I'd like to be just focus on my own university where I'm sitting since last 14 to 15 years. This is one of the way you can say a social entrepreneurship. See, this is very important. Health sector majority they are the whole social entrepreneurship. Our founder, chairman, Mr. Dr. Mansukh Shah, in 2000, he started this campus with a very small, only dental college was there. And with this dental college, in 22, 23 years, now we become a 65-acre land, green, lusty campus. And you can see our campus is extraordinary. And more than 5,000 students learning the medical science. All the medical science related colleges are there in our college. So this is very important concept you need to understand. We are providing 1,300 bedded hospital with almost thousands of the patient coming for the OPD as well as indoor services and a huge number of the children we are teaching them. MBBS, dental, pharmacy, physiotherapy, homeopathic, Ayurvedic, nursing, all health-related courses are running. This is very important. So this is actually social entrepreneurship. You can have a large opportunity of the job. Okay, you have a limited business, you can say a profit, but you can provide services to the large number of the people. Then this is a very important thing you can keep in mind. You can innovate, and there are other models we will discuss over the next series. How we can innovate, how we can expand, how can we create a small economy in your small area. See, this is a one institute in Gujarat, in Vadodara. There are many other like this. So this is educational social entrepreneurship in the medical science. So this is something about our Sumandip Vidyapit, and this something about, I think this is the last slide, and about just concept. I have given this concept in 35 minutes. I took a 5 minutes more in the discussion, but this is actually a health sector as a business, which I would like to say. And keep in mind, in the next session, one by one, we will discuss how you can cultivate your idea, you can grade that idea to the business model. Okay, I think thank you from my side. Mona Lisa, if any question, query, you can share with me.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation. It was really a thought-provoking session. So we have received a couple of questions from our participating doctors. With all your permission, can I put them across?
Yeah, sure.
So the first question comes from Dr. Ravindra. He's asking, how do you assess and manage the risk associated with your healthcare business, including malpractice and liability concerns?
Yeah, this is a very important concept you need to keep in mind, malpractice in the business, because see, the mentality is very important. This is need to be develop your own team. Legal aspect of your team is very important to monitor this aspect of the business, because healthcare service business is very dangerous. See, uh, you have seen this various model of the laboratory services. They are coming to your home, health packages, and they are coming to your home for blood collection. And your this laboratory technician, if is not validated properly, he can even reach the home and somebody is alone. He can do anything with that particular fellow and hurt also. And this is very important. That's why it's very important legal team. It is something like Zomato. It is something like Ola, that everything happened with the Ola Uber. So when services you are providing at the doorstep, you are always at the risk, and you have to be very vigilant with your team. You need to build a confidence between your team and your team supervisor monitor. So with the GPS location, everything, you can improve the things. See, always risks are there, but you can try to improve with your monitoring, close monitoring with the GPS location tracking. This are actually you will be surprised. We thought of starting LabGet, the similar type to the at currently going on various model of Dr. Lal Pathology's laboratory, or you can say Sterling, in 2012, but we could not able to get the verification. And this Aadhaar based verification now is very important. You can easily do and control the things. This is my view on this area.
So we are moving forward to the next question that we have received from Dr. Shantwani. He's asking, have you explored any value-based care models or alternative payment arrangements to improve healthcare outcomes while controlling costs?
Yeah, this is actually I have not personally done, but I read somewhere and something. You can how to reduce the cost in the corporate sector is very important, because I basically dealing with the medical college, and medical college institution attached hospitals. They are always majority. We are providing the free services. Okay, in this area, our clients are actually poor and lower middle class population. So in this area, we are not expecting any money. So that's difficult, because in the corporate sector, this all area, I personally have not experience in this area. If I come across, I will let you know. Thank you.
So our last question that we have received from Dr. Mehta, he's asking, what steps do you take to address healthcare disparities and ensure equitable access to quality care within your healthcare business?
See, this is very important question, and to reduce the disparity, Government of India has given an initiative, that is Ayushman Bharat. This is very important, and this Ayushman Bharat just very 5 lakhs coverage for the family of Indian family, poor Indian family, and really happy that hospital like us, even medical college, private medical college, government medical college, they are mainly focusing on this area. So because we want to provide the free services, and at least income we should have something. So we are getting the income from the government Ayushman Bharat, and we are providing free services to the all. So gradually people are, whatever the major dysphoria was there, because of the one illness, whole family broke down. They need to sell their farm or they need to sell their home and huge cost. Now this available alternatives, there are multiple alternatives available. See, there are trust hospital, there are medical college hospitals, there are corporate hospital. So people are getting services and with the help of the Ayushman Bharat up to 5 lakhs, even cancer services they are getting. And this is a very good opportunity. Now I think government also is trying to think to involve the middle class population with a small amount of premium to incorporate in the Ayushman Bharat. And this is going to be a game changer. At least currently 40% population of the lower class and lower middle class people are try to enroll. See, even though government is giving Ayushman card, we are actually working in the rural area. But people are not enrolling themselves in the Ayushman card. Once there is a morbidity, then only they will go for the Ayushman card. And that is a very dangerous time duration. If they are ready Ayushman card, immediately we can start the services. Here, you need to search for the income certificate, then document, then upload, approval, and then card. 1 or 2 days, why should we waste the 1 or 2 days? Please insist everybody should, whosoever eligible, keep Ayushman card ready. Anytime emergency can be possible. So this is very important, and this way gradually, we are reducing the inequality or can say equal distribution to the community in the health sector. So various model we will discuss later on in the series how we can develop this model at the community level. Community insurance models is also available. We can try and we can incorporate them also. Okay. I think, thank you. Any other question?
With that, we come to the conclusion, sir. Thank you for answering all the questions of the doctors. It was really insightful and lucid as well. So I would also like to thank all the participating doctors as well for their continuous participation at our platform. Thank you once again, sir, for your valuable time and for being with us on our platform and sharing such valuable insights. With all your permission, we are concluding the session over here. Thank you once again, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you.